the largest tomb on Earth, has remained unopened for thousands of years. But what secrets does it hold? Welcome back, everyone. Today, we will take a look at the biggest tomb on Earth. It all started when farmers were digging a well in the field near Xi'an, China. They came across something extraordinary, a human head carved out of terracotta. The team immediately stopped what they were doing and alerted the authorities. Archaeologists quickly arrived at the scene. They carefully removed the soil around the sculpture to reveal an entire warrior made of terracotta. Excited by the discovery, they continued to dig until they found more and more sculptures, and after 3 months of hard work, they had uncovered over 8,000 life-sized clay figures. This incredible find became known as the Terracotta Army. But what is so special about these statues? Why were they created? And most importantly, what else can we find in the tomb? Join us as we answer these questions and more. The discovery of the Terracotta Army in 1974 near Xi'an, China, was one of the most significant archaeological finds of the 20th century. Over a span of several decades, archaeologists have uncovered an astonishing array of artifacts buried beneath the earth for over 2,000 years. Among them are over 8,000 life-sized clay figures, including warriors, chariots, and horses that once served as a burial site for the first emperor of China. The sheer scale and craftsmanship of the Terracotta Army are truly remarkable, offering a glimpse into the ingenuity and artistic skill of the ancient Chinese people. The discovery also raises new questions about the burial practices and beliefs of the time period and the lengths to which the emperor went to protect his legacy. As researchers continue to explore the mysteries of the Terracotta Army, it is clear that this collection of ancient artifacts will continue to captivate and amaze for generations to come. The first emperor of China was Yingzheng, who became king of the Qin state at just 13 years old. He reigned from 247 to 209 BC and is credited with unifying China for the first time, bringing together the various warring states that had existed for centuries. However, Yingzheng's rise to power was not without its challenges. He faced numerous threats from both within and outside his realm, as he sought to expand his territory and consolidate his rule. According to historical records, Yingzheng dealt with those who opposed him in a ruthless and efficient manner. He eliminated potential rivals and their families to ensure that no one would be able to challenge his authority. One example of this was his treatment of the aristocratic families of the Jin and Han states, which he destroyed completely, leaving no survivors. He also implemented a number of policies aimed at centralizing power and suppressing dissent, such as standardizing weights and measures, coining a new currency, and building a network of roads and communication. These measures allowed him to control the flow of goods and information throughout his empire and to move troops quickly to put down any rebellions. Despite the challenges he faced, Yingzheng was successful in his goal of creating a unified China. He is remembered as one of the most important figures in Chinese history, and his legacy continues to be felt today. It should be noted, however, that not all historians agree on the extent of Yingzheng's ruthlessness. Some argue that the records of his brutality have been exaggerated or fabricated by his enemies and successors who sought to discredit him. It is possible that some of the stories of his cruelty are simply propaganda designed to make him appear tyrannical and oppressive. Nevertheless, there is no doubt that he was a controversial figure who ruled with an iron fist and was willing to do whatever it took to maintain his power. After unifying China, Yingzheng declared himself the first emperor of China, changing his name to Qin Shi Huang. He established the Qin dynasty, which lasted for only 15 years. During his reign, he implemented a number of reforms aimed at centralizing power and creating a more efficient and effective government. He divided the empire into several administrative regions and appointed officials to govern them, introduced a standardized system of weights and measures, and established a single currency for the entire empire. He also built a series of defensive walls along the northern and western borders of China to protect against nomadic invaders. In addition to his administrative and military reforms, Qin Shi Huang was also interested in promoting education and scientific research. He established a number of schools and research centers and encouraged the study of mathematics, astronomy, and medicine. However, despite his many accomplishments, Qin Shi Huang's reign was marked by a growing sense of discontent among the populace. His heavy-handed rule and oppressive policies led to widespread resentment and rebellion, and several rebellions broke out during his reign. After his death in 210 BC, the Qin dynasty collapsed and China descended into a period of civil war and chaos. When Qin Shi Huang realized that he was dying, he was afraid of losing his power even in the afterlife. So he decided to build a tomb that would be unlike any other. Instead of resting in peace, he wanted to be buried with an army of warriors that would protect him in the next world. That's why he assembled a team of the best artisans and craftsmen in China to create a terracotta army that would be buried with him. They worked tirelessly for years to create an army of over 8,000 soldiers, each one meticulously crafted and lifelike. The soldiers were not the only thing that was created. A number of chariots and horses were also made to accompany the emperor in his journey to the afterlife. Each chariot was pulled by 4 horses and driven by a skilled charioteer, ready to transport the emperor whenever he needed. The scale and complexity of the project were unprecedented in Chinese history. Creating an army of clay warriors, complete with chariots and horses, was a monumental task that required the labor of thousands of people over a period of several years. The level of detail and craftsmanship exhibited by the artisans was truly remarkable. Each soldier was unique, with his own distinct facial features and military rank indicated by the style of his clothing and the weapons he carried. The chariots and horses were also incredibly detailed, with each wheel and harness meticulously carved and painted. However, not everything went according to plan. As the years went by, some of the sculptures began to deteriorate due to exposure to the elements. The bright colors that had once adorned them faded and chipped away, revealing the bare clay beneath. Seeing this, the emperor ordered that the remaining sculptures be coated with a protective layer of lacquer. Despite these efforts, the deterioration continued and it became clear that the sculptures needed to be moved to a safer location. In 203 BC, just 2 years before Qin Shi Huang's death, the decision was made to move the entire army of clay warriors to a secret burial chamber deep underground. Here they would be protected from the elements and from the prying eyes of the world. To accomplish this, the artisans worked day and night to create a labyrinth of tunnels and chambers beneath the emperor's palace. The sculptures were then carefully transported one by one to the new burial site and laid to rest in a vast chamber deep beneath the ground. There they would remain for centuries, hidden from the world until their rediscovery in 1974. Archaeologists have been excavating and studying the site ever since. They have uncovered over 8,000 clay figures, each one a testament to the skill and artistry of the ancient Chinese. The discovery of the terracotta army has shed light on the burial practices and beliefs of the time period and the lengths to which the emperor went to protect his legacy. The sheer scale and craftsmanship of the terracotta army are truly remarkable and a testament to the ingenuity of the ancient Chinese people. We've uncovered evidence that suggests the existence of an even more astonishing discovery buried nearby. The full extent of this historical site remains largely unknown. There are many more secrets buried beneath the surface waiting to be discovered. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. See you next time.